Hey y'all, buenos dias, ¿cómo está? ¿Cómo está? Muy bien, gracias, muy bien, gracias. Y usted. Good morning, y'all. I'm out here about to hit my 50 jumping jacks. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers who are doing the best that they can with what they got. Like Mariah Carey said, I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got. To all the mothers out there that's doing the best they can with what they got. To all the mothers out there who have gone through loss, suffering, um, miscarriages, all the mothers out there, all the puppy moms. Happy Mother's Day to everybody with a caring heart. Happy Mother's Day. Joshua Guerrier, you're first. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers who have tried your very best, even when you feel like your best wasn't good enough. That's the way I feel. I feel like I gave my best, but I guess my best wasn't good enough for some of my kids. But for, some, they appreciate me and they love me and they see how hard I have pushed. Jared talks you up early this morning. Thank y'all for joining me in the chat. Please give me a thumbs up if you can. I came out here to get my 50 jumping jacks out the way, but I wanted to tell all the mothers, happy Mother's Day. Um, and I want to give a special, you know, virtual hug to all the people out there that have lost their moms. I don't like using the term lost because that's like you don't know where they are. So, to everyone whose mom has transitioned and is in a better place, I want to send a special virtual hug to you guys because I know the holidays can be hard. To my sis, I feel her heart every day, and it's been years since her mom has earned her wings. And I want to send a special virtual hug to my sis, Yoski. I love you, girl, and I feel you. I feel you. Every holiday I know is hard for her. Every Mother's Day I know is hard for her. Every birthday I know is hard for her. So for all the mothers out there, I love you. I respect you. I honor you today. To my mother, I saw her go through so much, but she always kept it cute. She always kept it classy. And sometimes I question her because, see, I was the kid with the attitude. I was the one that's like, Mama, do I need to put my tennis shoes on? Do I need to come down now? So, to my mother, happy Mother's Day from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being that classy lady in my life that I could look up to. Even though I was the rough one, the tomboy or whatever, but my mom have some nuggets in the back of my head where she taught me how to keep it cute, how to keep it classy. So I just have this thing where I have to remind myself because I do have it in me where I will buck, and I'm glad that I have that balance because sometimes you have to buck, and sometimes you have to learn how to dial it back a notch. So I really appreciate my mom. I love my mom. I respect my mom. Some of you may know my mom is the one that takes me back and forth to my appointments when I'm getting my treatment. And I just really felt so bad about it. I felt so awful because here it is. I'm the youngest of her three. And I always have, thought to myself that there may come a day when I have to take care of my mom and dad. Am I prepared for that? Am I ready for that? Matter of fact, when we moved here, I was thinking to myself, my parents are getting a little up in age now. I have to have enough room for if I have to take my parents in. I always consider my parents. I didn't want to move. I moved a little bit further out, but I didn't want to move too far to where if my mama was to call me, I wanted to be close enough where I could reach her and my dad. And that was it. And my husband, no, I was like, we was looking at some more places, and I was like, I don't want to be too far from mom and dad because if I get a phone call saying I need you, I want to be able to get there. So, to my mom, happy Mother's Day. And you might see me pop up on you today. You know how I do. But Let me get my 50 jumping jacks in. I'm going to do 25 probably and then take a little rest. Happy Mother's Day, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Ooh. And I want to send another Mother's Day shout out to all the mothers out there who your child or your children have gone no contact with you. Respect their boundaries. Respect their boundaries. But I send a special happy Mother's Day to you because some of these kids are going no contact because you didn't have the fancy things they wanted in life, because they may have went to a friend's house and that friend's mom was the friend that allowed them to do whatever. They may have gone contact because you told them no one time, no, they can't steal your car or whatever. Happy Mother's Day. You've gone through enough. Now, for those that have gone no contact for real reasons, we respect you. We love you from a distance. We pray for you. We pray for all the youth out here, no matter what, because y'all don't understand that y'all are under attack. Y'all are seriously under attack spiritually. Get it together. Stay prayed up. Get into your Bible. If you're not big on reading, put it in an audio book and just let that thing play throughout the day. Y'all are under a spiritual attack. One thing the enemy will do is go to the youth. Pull it together. But for all the mothers out there that their children have gone no contact, happy Mother's Day to you. Stay prayed up. Keep praying for that child. Keep at least one phone number that you know that child remembers. Keep that phone number on just in case that child needs you, or just in case y'all reconnect after both of you get some separate help or therapy sessions or whatnot. Like my mama. Keep it cute, keep it classy. But we gonna pray for everybody. Like Miss Bling and DJ Vince be saying, we gonna pray for the world. and Miss JoJo, I was checking in on her live last night. Just had to sit in for a few minutes and give my thumbs up and everything. Sometimes Miss JoJo should do her like Bible studies and things of that nature. Miss JoJo will start singing on you. Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mother's Day. And Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. I don't care what the situation is. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to those that have had to give their kids up for adoption because you knew that your situation was not a situation for a child. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day to those in the neighborhoods that don't have their own children but are quick to feed a child if you see that child is hungry and you don't have to broadcast it to the world. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day to the teachers who see a child coming into their classroom and may have gone through something at night before, whatever, and you hug that child. You clean that child's face, slap some Vaseline on that child's face, and you teach that child just like you teaching everybody else. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Everybody who's taking on that caring role, happy Mother's Day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5. Woo! This is one of the shirts my son actually got me in my leukemia warrior era. It's showing up backwards, I think, on here, but my oldest son, he's a brain tumor survivor. He has his own channel, Packboy 14, and he's an adult now, and I worry about him and his twin often. I worry about them all the time, just being a mom. But He has grown to be such a good young man. And to know his backstory, you really respect him for what all he's been through, that much more. The brain tumor survivor, sickle cell anemia survivor. And when I tell you, looking at him, you wouldn't even tell. One day he posted a video where he was shaking his dreads, and all I could think about was when my baby was laying in that hospital bed, bald head, from all that chemo and surgery he had gone through. Y'all, my baby went through it. Autism, him and his twin. But one thing about my oldest, when he was diagnosed with autism, he looked that doctor in his face and he said, That's not me. Don't call me that. And he had just started talking. He didn't start talking until he was 6. He was talking at first, and then he regressed when they turned 2. After they, so when he started talking, he told the doctor, "Don't call him that." So the doctor tried to word it in a way where he wouldn't call him that. So he signed him up for speech therapy, but he just put on the paperwork that he was a speech delay. And his twin, we had to put on his paperwork that he was autistic so that he can get the help that he needed, because he was a little bit more on the spectrum. But when I tell y'all, everything that they said against my children did not happen. If y'all go to my son page, Packboy14, you will not know that when he was born and had his newborn screening, they said he may not make it. They said he might not make it to the age of 3. Minister Terry Jones, welcome in. Then when he turned 3, they said he may not make it past the age of 12 because of the form of sickle cell he had was, one of the toughest forms of sickle cell. They said he's going to be in pain all the time and he may not make it past the age of 12. Then when he turned 17, he kept complaining of migraines. He was playing the saxophone at the time and he kept saying, every time he played his saxophone, he was like, the middle of my head hurt, So he started to pass out during his piano lessons and stuff. Y'all, my baby had a brain tumor it was in stage 3. His brain tumor was in stage 3 in his head at the age of 17 over his pineal gland. The doctor said it's at a stage 3, Mom. And they showed me the size of the mass. I broke down. My son was in the hospital bed. He leaned over and he hugged me and said, "Don't cry, Mama. I'm going to be all right. Don't cry." He has such a compassionate and caring heart that even in his time of need, he took the time to comfort me and tell me he was going to be all right. That was when he was 17. My baby's about to turn 24 years old. Y'all don't give up on your children. Don't give up on your kids. Keep praying for them. Keep loving on them. If y'all go to Packboy14, you will see what I mean. My son was sitting in that hospital bed after surgery and chemo and radiation. He had to have proton radiation. He sat in that bed and he still completed high school. He beat cancer and graduated high school in the same year. This is the same baby that they said, "Oh, he's autistic. He's not going to be able to do this and that. Oh, he has sickle cell. He's not going to live past a certain age. Oh, he has a brain tumor at stage 3, and this is the survival rate of it." And they give you all the numbers. And now here it is. The same baby that when he was born had to get rushed off to NICU, him and his brother, because they was less than 5 pounds. They were tiny. The same baby that I prayed over, rocked them, but he had my back and he loved on me the whole time I was fighting leukemia. He checked on me. He made sure I was drinking my water. I know it's Mother's Day, and you you know, the mother is receiving gifts and love and everything, but around this time of year, I be thinking about each of my children's births. I be thinking about what all of them went through when I had them. The one child that was the tiniest, he was so tiny you could hold him like this when he was born. He was in NICU. Um, he was 3 pounds when he was born. You could hold him like this. That same child loved on me while I while I fought my battle. And I still have my scars, and I still have a port here. I still have a port. My transfusion line is gone, but I still have my port. My baby loved on his mama through everything. Somebody said it's mango season. Mango season. Um, I wanted to plant a mango tree. I really did. My soursop is doing okay, but it's looking a little sad ever since I got in the hospital, so I don't even show it anymore. But this is my pecan. We call him Pawpaw. But Minister Terry Jones says, I have autism. I have a series of videos with my experience of living with autism. And I saw that in Georgia Girls live video. And I never would have thought, I never knew. So I need to go back and check some of your old videos, I believe, because I recently, when I was watching somebody else's live, that's when I connected with you. So, yeah, my oldest son, he refused to let them really act like they was trying to fix him or whatever, because he was the twin that was verbal. My other twin was considered nonverbal. He's still considered nonverbal. However, he lets you know what he wants. He started repeating, and he started to speak later on. Um, but yeah, Pack Boy 14, he let the doctors know, like, don't label me, don't call me that, because I feel like y'all trying to fix something that don't need to be fixed. I'm good. And he always say, God got my back. God got my back. He's big on like his health journey as far as drinking plenty of water, try to mix in some vegetables with whatever you're eating. He loves to eat though, but don't get me wrong. But he loves to make sure he has some veggies. Um, he's the twin that will eat fruit. The other twin doesn't like fruit. But when I tell y'all every Mother's Day, I think about each child and what happened when they were born. And just today, since I've been through all of this with my leukemia, I've really been sitting and thinking about when I had my first son, my first child, and he was so tiny and they had so much complication when they were born that they wouldn't even let me hold him. They wouldn't even let me hold him. They whisked him by my head and said, "Here's baby A, mom." And I was trying to kiss. I wanted to kiss him at least or something. I wanted to hold him, smell him, touch him. I wanted to do skin to skin. They wouldn't let me do skin to skin. I was trying to get a kiss in. They wouldn't let me kiss him. That was baby A. Baby B, when he was born, he was not breathing. He was considered a blue baby. He had the umbilical cord around his neck. He was a blue baby because he wasn't breathing. And when they whisked him by me, they just said, "Here's baby B. We gotta get him. We gotta get him help. We gotta get him help." They rushed him straight off to NICU. They put them both in the same incubator. That's how tiny they were. They put both of them in the same incubator and they rushed them off to the NICU. And even after I was discharged from the hospital, my boys still had to stay in NICU. So that's the story about my first set of twins. And every Mother's Day, I sit and I think about all of that. I think about my miscarriage before I had my twins. I saw Coco Jelly had her. She was we our our stories line up. Our stories are pretty much parallel. I was 21 when I had my first set of twins, but I had a miscarriage first, and that's why I never omit the mothers that have gone through miscarriage on Mother's Day. That's a loss that can't be explained. It's like you have an emptiness inside of you for the rest of your life. Cause I always think of that. I always think of that. I think of the things I went through when I was pregnant with all of them, and it makes me want to really make sure that I tell all the mothers, all the mothers. I don't want to omit anyone. Happy Mother's Day from the bottom of my heart. Happy Mother's Day to those that want to have a baby and can't for any reason. Happy Mother's Day, because that means you have that caring heart. That means you have that passion in you where you want to have a little one to care for. Good morning, Carter. So I did my 50 jumping jacks, y'all. And did we go over the days of the week today? Do y'all want me to go over the days of the week in the languages? Let me know, yes or no. Thumbs up if you want me to go over the languages. Either a thumbs up or a one would be good. The days of the week in Spanish, French, and German. Days of the week. 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 Okay, y'all not for it today. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. But I'm gonna go study my languages. So until next time, y'all know how I do it. Gracias por ver. Thanks for watching. Adios. Bye. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.